What's going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Gen X Army Vet here, and I have a video from TikTok, and this user goes by the name of Ron59KN. So look him up on TikTok. His link will be in the video description down below. Yeah, give him a follow on TikTok and see what he has to say. Very interesting fellow. But what he's about to get into, he's about to talk about the black victim mentality fatigue. Something I've been talking about for a while now. Facebook, all the other social media platforms. And we always get the same names, get called the same names. Oh, you hate black people, you hate your own kind. It's the same run-of-the-mill names try to shame you as they always do. But I'm so used to it. Like, that's all you got. I don't give a fuck. So whatever. It's just always making excuses for ourselves because we're always being held down by the white man. He's always oppressing us. But okay, I never feel oppressed, but whatever. But without further ado, let's get into the video.
I'm not gonna lie to you, but I got black victim mentality fatigue, man. I am so sick and tired of hearing the same thing, meaning that this victim mentality that's in the black community, I about had it, man. I'm so sick and tired of hearing it. And to be honest with you, I bet a lot of these folks probably live, some of them, not all, but the ones that can afford it, I guarantee you, they probably live in a white neighborhood.
It's like me. Like, I'm from Texas, Dallas originally, but I'm currently in Seattle, Washington. But wherever I go, I make sure that I'm in a nice area. I check the area around, make sure that I don't see certain types of, music playing really loud. Certain individuals or specific demographic hanging out just outside in the middle of the street, playing basketball, stuff like that. If that's going on in your neighborhood, then you most likely don't live in a nice neighborhood. Playing loud ass music all hours of the night in the early morning, the occasional gunshot, like I said, from Dallas. So South Oak Cliff, South Dallas, those of you. Even, places in Duncanville, DeSoto, Grand Prairie, we know where they are. Here in Seattle, it's the same thing. So I try to live in a nice area, upstanding people. I ain't got to worry about no bullshit like that.
Mixed neighborhood that's nice and have all the amenities, nice parks.
My thing is also, I hate to be funny, it's kind of I don't know if it's racist or not, but if there's Asians that live in that area, then it's most likely a nice area. Because, Asians they don't play with their communities. They don't stand for that bullshit.
I don't know of too many black folks that's hardworking, wants to run to the hood to live
Nope.
and invest their money.
You always see them move out. When they get some money, NBA players, football players, whatever the case is, when they get a good job, they the first ones to move. And say, when I got my money, I'm gone. That's the thing. Why go back to somewhere where there's nothing going on there? There's nothing good for you.
Real talk. I grew up in the hood, Compton, California.
Damn.
I was ready to get the hell up out of there. And when I left,
I ain't never
even
went
now,
back.
my mom's still alive, and I don't even like to go down there. When I do, I'm ready to haul ass back to where I live. You hear all these black nationalists, black power, black unity, and you don't even support
Nope.
some of the black businesses
Nope.
because they may not can compete. For an example, a person that may have a beauty supply store don't have all the products or merchandise that you need, and even if they did, if you can find it for $1 cheaper, you'll haul ass and you'll go drive 3-4 miles down the street to purchase that and not support it. So when y'all start talking about all this black unity, I don't even want to hear it, man, because I don't even want to live in a black neighborhood. I would not take my hard-earned dollars and go move in a black neighborhood. Why?
That's another thing. What he just said, because I had this conversation with my fiance. She's pro-black, this, that, and the other. I'm not. I want quality, so I'm not just going to just buy something from you just because you black. You gotta entice me. What am I gonna get? What's the product like? You go by and they haggle you, try to haggle. I'm like, I don't want that. So I'm like, but even when you checking it out, I'm like, okay, it looks cool, but that's not my thing. Well, just throw me a few dollars. I'm like, no, that's not my thing. You know, putting money back into the community, like, what are you gonna do for me? You know, that's why at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, it's cool, but I'm not trying to be involved in the type of shit that you're involved in. It's okay. Why do I have to be harassed to call names and call this when I can go down the street get the same damn thing for half the price? You know, it's like just be like you say, skin folk and kinfolk. But you know, a lot of people they live by that and they die by it apparently too.
Because I don't want to be you. Some of you black folks is the ones that I would keep my eye more on than if I walk past a white guy. And I can say
Facts.
this because sometimes you go to work and you see other black guys, they won't even speak, man. They just ming
Nope.
mug you. But a white guy walk by, he'll speak. What was ironic about it, the same black guy that just ming mugged me, if a white guy spoke to him, he'll speak to them. Now, isn't that strange?
It's like we always in competition for some reason. You know, we don't even be thinking about it. It's just like you may throw a head nod or something like that. And they just be like, I'm like, all right, you move on about your day. But you know, white dude come out there, Asian dude come out there, Indian dude come out, they have no problem talking to you. It's always our own kind. But going back to the point where he said, you know, a lot of times you got to watch out for other black people. It's true. I never felt that way walking down the street or anywhere else when I'm passing white folks, passing Asian folks, no issue. But I know that dude with the heavy coat on, he probably got something. Just seeing if I'm a soft target or not. Because don't worry, I got something too. I'll make sure I stay ready.
So all this black unity, that's not gonna happen in my lifetime. Probably won't never happen because you black folks don't take care of shit.
Nope.
And I'm not referring to the
Not
good black
all,
folks,
yeah.
the ones that decent, that's not all into all this black power and all of that stuff. Okay, that shit people is making money off of you. I guarantee you, the people that's fronting all these black power movements, they getting paid from black folks. Meaning they getting paid to keep your ass in the hamster wheel running around, pissed off. But I bet Al Sharpton, I bet he don't live in a black neighborhood.
Of course he don't.
Bet he got a nice house.
Of course he
I bet
does.
most of your politicians, all of these that keep you riled up and angry and keep talking about slavery in the past, Black Wall Street, that's all you talk about. If black folks wants to build, go and build. Nobody is stopping you.
But they have you believe that, oh, racism is holding us back. Oh, it's doing this, oh, it's doing that. Think about all the other communities, African communities come over here, Venezuelan communities, other, you know, people of color communities come over here. No problem. We hold ourselves back as a collective.
Nobody is stopping you from building. If you choose to go build, go build. Don't get mad at somebody because they want to have a all white neighborhood. So damn what?
Build your own black neighborhood.
They want to get away from you Negroes probably.
It's true.
The way y'all acting today, y'all acting like damn fools. That's all I got to say about that. If you
Facts.
want to build, black man, black woman, go build. If you want to go live in a black neighborhood, which I highly doubt, because you know, when I lived when I was growing up, we had to open when we opened our garage to cut the grass. We had to open the garage and close the garage right back. All black neighborhood. Why? Because another black guy will be looking
Try
to
to
steal
steal your
from you.
shit. Yep, exactly.
I choose to live in a mixed neighborhood, meaning that there's predominantly either going to be white or it's mixed.
Or it's a good
But
mix.
I, for sure, is not going to live where it's all Negroes.
That's like me living in North Plano, the colony area. You know, good. I stay in credit school. Less people are going to be there of a specific demographic. I tell people this all the time. And people who take pride of living in the ghetto is because they can't afford to live out of the ghetto. So they just make that, they claim that as their identity. Oh, we hood, I'm keeping it real, I'm keeping it real. Because you don't have a choice. Because you let that mentality take over and let it make you stay there. That's why.
Because you Negroes are just complaining. You got the victim mentality. You know, your handlers and your gatekeepers keep stirring you up, stirring the pot, keep you stuck in the hamster wheel that goes round and round, and you still too blind to see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it'd be one thing if you was the actual victim in slavery.
I
You
always bring
wasn't.
it up. Yep.
The people that you accuse of being your oppressor, they're not here either.
Nope.
Or let me say that again. The people that you accuse of being your oppressor ain't oppressing you at all. You know, if you got
It's in the
obstacles or
mind.
roadblocks, go around. Find another route.
Is that the same thing that Morgan Freeman was talking about a couple years back? Him, Denzel, Dr. Ben Carson. Think about all the stuff they talk about. You know, he grew up during the whole fucking civil rights, before civil rights. You know, Jim Crow era. I'm talking about Morgan Freeman. He rose up, went past it. Look at him now, rich as fuck. You know, he also said, you know, keep talking about racism. Stop talking about it. Move on. You know, black people always want to bring up, oh, 400 plus years of slavery, blah, blah, blah. Did you experience slavery? Did you pick cotton? No. Did your mother pick cotton? No. Some of y'all's grandmothers are probably young as fuck too. They ain't pick cotton. You know, black people, we have, you know, families at an early age. You know, was like you say, a mama turns like 15, she having a kid. That her mother's mother, grandmother is like in their 30s, and their great grandmother is like in their 50s. So that's how it is for a specific demographic of black folks.
Don't be stopped. That's the way I see it. You know, stop wanting a handout. Do for me, do for me, do for me, do for me. That's what,
That's
what
all
you
it
guys
is.
sound like, a broken goddamn record. Obviously, Obama didn't think you needed nothing. He didn't think that you was being treated unfairly because he didn't do a damn thing for you.
Yep.
What he did do was for the Native American Indians because he felt like they was being treated unfairly. But if he thought black folks was being treated unfairly, why didn't he do something for black folks? You can bring up all the reasons. You can say this and that, or you don't know this and that. I'm giving you my perspective, my view on life.
What's crazy is thing is, a lot of black folks, if they see this video, they're gonna call him, you know, it's the usual shaming language they call black folks. Like I always say, you know, black folks are the biggest racists these days. You know, they always call each other the N word. They call me the N word on here. You know, the Uncle Tom, Sambo, you name it. We've all heard these names before. I say it over and over again. It's just how we treat ourselves. You know, each other within our community as a whole.
Based on what I know, I ain't never claimed to know everything. But what I do know is you Negroes is never gonna come together because there's always gonna be that one guy that's gonna say, "Who made you the head Negro in charge?"
That's
Y'all
fact.
can't build shit. You don't do right. You don't do right in business. Some of you, not all of you. Some of you that try to go out and hustle, and that's what you do. You hustle people. You don't do right in business. You got a merchandise. Somebody go order from you online and take 15 damn days to get it.
You always hear about the same thing with the hairstylist, the woman that do others' hair. You know, like you have an appointment, you show up, be there the time you're supposed to, and they didn't want to show up 30, 40, you know, out 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour late. But when you show up, you know, half a minute late, they want to dock you, they want to charge you, or they tell you to reschedule. That's how we do it amongst each other in our own community.
I remember having a guy go paint my car. I went to go check on my car. He riding down the street in my damn car. Ninja shit. You see? And you wonder why the world don't respect you. You know, they can't respect you when you keep having the same argument. You're still talking about the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
You're still saying the same damn thing. Your Democratic Party stopped the reparations. Abraham Lincoln and the Republican Party was going to give you reparations. But once he got assassinated, that Democratic president that
Facts.
came in struck it down.
And it's funny too, because black people quick to claim Democratic Party, but the Democratic Party has never done nothing for black folks. You ain't to actually start taking a deep dive into the difference between the Republican Party and Democratic Party. Because some of y'all just doing it just because your mama did it, your daddy did it, or your friends are doing it. So you just stay Democrat just because.
your famous Democratic, liberal, socialist plantation of a damn party.
Man, let's take out these comments. Well said, sir. Brother, you can be my neighbor anytime. It's a little bit blurry. You're speaking facts, sir. Ron, we are all sick of it. Me too. I've been saying this for years. You ain't wrong, sir. Speaking truth. You're right. You're helping the cause stay strong. It's pretty much the same thing. You know, people. A lot of people are tired of it. That's why the whole black fatigue was going around the past couple of months, because everybody's tired of it. Even black folks are starting to point it out now. Like I said, there's that specific demographic of the black community is fucking up for everybody. We know who they are. They're our family members, friends, cousins, relatives. We never tell on them. You know, especially the ones that's, you know, jacking people, robbing people, you know, committing all these crimes. There's no snitching in the community. I don't know why you create something as dumb as that. You know, like you want something done, but you won't snitch. So what's the point? You're gonna keep doing it until you become a victim. Then what? You want the police to come? But you a snitch, right? We need to wake up, black people. You need to do better. That's my thoughts. That's my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comment down below. I respond to anyone and everyone. I don't care. I don't discriminate. I like to read everyone's comments, see what they have to say. White, black, Asian, other. It don't make no difference to me. Like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you next video. Peace.